Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden secrets within corporate filings. Today, we're diving into KKR FS Income Trust's latest report, and let's just say there is a lot of money changing hands, and not all of it is what it seems at first glance. If you like seeing these reports broken down into plain English, hit that subscribe button and join our Discord community linked below. So KKR FS Income Trust, which we'll just call the company from now on, has put out a report that tells us about some shares they sold. It is a bit of a financial juggling act, and we need to look closely at what is really going on with their money. On the 1st of October of last year, 2025, the company sold quite a few shares. Specifically, they sold over 2.2 million Class I shares. Now, the final number of these shares wasn't even totally locked down until later that same month, the 21st of October. For these shares, they collected a cool $66.7 million. What is interesting here is how they sold these shares. They did it through something called a private offering. This means they weren't selling these shares to just anyone on the big stock markets. They were selling them directly to specific investors. They're saying they followed rules that let them do this without having to go through the whole process of registering every single share with the government, which usually takes a lot of time and money. They relied on a part of the law that says if you sell securities directly to savvy investors, you can often skip some of the red tape. They made sure these investors were considered accredited investors, which basically means they have enough money not to need the extra protections regular investors get. Now, let's talk about the company's value. As of the 30th of September 2025, the value of each Class I share was $29.86. This number isn't just a random guess, it is calculated based on the company's own rules for figuring out what things are worth. Then, as of the 1st of October, the total value of everything the company owns, minus what it owes, was about $1.4 billion. That is a pretty substantial amount of money. Looking at the bigger picture of their ongoing selling efforts, the company has sold a massive number of Class I shares in this private offering, over 48 million shares in total, and the money they've raked in from this continuous sale amounts to about $1.4 billion. This figure doesn't even include any shares that might have been given out if people reinvested their earnings, which can happen. They plan to keep selling more shares every month. So, what does all this tell us? The company KKR FS Income Trust is actively raising capital through private sales of its shares. They've brought in a significant amount of money, and they seem to be continuing this strategy. The fact they are using exemptions from registration suggests they are targeting sophisticated investors who can assess risk on their own. The net asset value gives us a snapshot of the company's worth, and the millions raised show a consistent effort to grow the fund. However, we need to be mindful of what we're not seeing. While the numbers are large, we don't have a detailed breakdown of where this money is going or how it is being invested in this filing. Private offerings, while efficient, can sometimes lack the transparency of public markets. The key risk here is understanding the underlying investments that generate this net asset value. Are these solid revenue-generating assets, or are they more speculative? Without more detail, it is hard to say if the company's rapid fundraising is a sign of strength and smart investment, or a strategy that might carry hidden risks for investors. In conclusion, KKR FS Income Trust is a company that is successfully raising substantial funds through private share sales. Their stated net asset value appears healthy, but the lack of deep financial detail typical of public filings means investors need to do more homework to understand the true health and direction of the company. The strength lies in their ability to attract significant investment, but the weakness is the limited visibility into those investments for external eyes. The opportunity is continued growth through this fundraising model. The risk is the potential for less transparency regarding underlying asset performance. Alright, that is our breakdown of KKR FS Income Trust's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps. And subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.